Welcome to the Azure OpenAI Masterclass, a program that delivers solutions to help organizations leverage artificial intelligence to improve processes and transform business operations. The AI Masterclass progresses through several phases, including a readiness evaluation, a workshop to identify a use case, development and testing of a proof of concept, and, pending results, further development into a pilot program. Today, we'll be looking at a solution developed for a medical software company that develops cloud-based certified electronic health records for a global network of clients. The software company takes patient interaction data and categorizes it into discrete diagnosis, classification, and procedural codes to help institutions track and manage patient inputs and clinical diagnoses. This is currently done by manually examining patient records and assigning appropriate current procedural terminology and international classification of diseases codes. As you can imagine, this is a resource and time-intensive process. Through the OpenAI Masterclass, a proof of concept was developed using natural language processing and document intelligence to quickly analyze anonymized patient records to provide diagnosis and procedure codes and descriptions along with patient plans and assessments. Using OpenAI, this can be done with 90% accuracy in a fraction of the time of the current manual process. This proof of concept was delivered in just 3 weeks, and the software company is already taking it a step further by deploying the application in their production environment, with sights on quickly moving to a full pilot and production. Now, let's take a look at the proof of concept by logging into the secure portal, which is the central hub for managing AI Masterclass solutions. In this portal, we can view all the anonymized patient data, including unique identifiers, complaint description, problem, and history of present illness information, also known as HPI. This can be captured in the proof of concept by uploading patient information or by manually entering data. In pilot form, the solution would be connected to the source data via API for automated ingestion, or notes could be input directly into an application for ingestion and analysis. OpenAI processes these records and generates the diagnosis and procedure codes and descriptions, as well as recommended treatment plans and assessments. Let's take a look at the manual data entry process. Here, we enter the chief complaint, a brief HPI, problem description, and symptoms. The solution uses OpenAI to generate a response that includes appropriate codes along with suggested plans and an assessment. Once a record is in the system, if we click on the View button, we can review the AI-generated information. It is here that a human in the loop can review and edit the results to ensure accuracy. With increased volume and human feedback, the AI solution will deliver better and more accurate responses over time. Now, let's navigate to the admin panel, which unlocks additional features for monitoring and managing the solution's performance. Here we can see the diagnosis code, procedure code, and the suggested and edited plans and assessments, providing easy access to data, including the edits required and conducted. The admin panel can also be used to monitor and track costs. Here we can see the OpenAI generated responses as well as the tokens used and the associated cost to generate the responses. Excited about the capabilities, the medical software company is already implementing a second phase to add speech-to-text capabilities to the proof of concept. Similar to document intelligence, but using audio recordings as the source, OpenAI transcribes, analyzes, and categorizes doctors' verbal notes to streamline processes even further. Here we can upload a sample audio file captured from a patient interaction and see how AI analyzes it to capture key elements. The solution outputs a transcription, the visit entities extracted based on the prompt selected, and a summarization of the visit. It then uses this data to complete as much of the outpatient department form as possible. Humans can then complete the remainder of the form. The AI speech-to-text transcription significantly speeds up the process and requires fewer resources. That is the basic functionality of the OpenAI Masterclass proof of concept developed for the software company using natural language processing, document intelligence, speech-to-text and other key Azure services to analyze patient records. The company is in the process of deploying both phases of the proof of concept, including text and speech analysis in their production environment to test the solution at scale. Pending assessment of the results, they plan to quickly move to production to deliver this solution for their clients around the globe. That is a high-level view of how the Azure OpenAI Masterclass proof of concept operates. In just a matter of weeks, it can help customers explore potential use cases, understand the capabilities and power of OpenAI, and develop a proof of concept that accelerates adoption of artificial intelligence to transform their business. Contact a Microsoft seller to discuss your eligibility for this exciting program in more detail.